I thought at our age, life would slow down.
Not with everything we need to coordinate.
My overtime, his basketball league,
My podiatrist and her PT.
his colonoscopy.
Her allergist.
We need to be in 2 places at once, which is no problem, because the Iowa Clinic has over 40 specialties all in one place. So when our doctors want to coordinate our care, they just talk to each other.
Our doctors work together to figure out the best care for us, so we can go back to our busy lives, juggling our doctors, our careers.
Our grandchild.
Care how you want it. Visit iowaclinic.com.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can I say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
All right, what's going on, friends? Welcome to pregame here. Got to keep my voice down a little bit. I got all the old hat media dudes behind me. They're going to get all ticked off that I'm doing pregame in their workroom. Getting ready to head out there for Iowa State and Baylor. Looking forward to today's game a lot. Thinking a lot about this game. The reality is it doesn't matter much. Like if Iowa State loses it, I don't think it really impacts your seed line. If you win it, it's great. Obviously, you want that, but it's not going to make a huge impact either way unless maybe Iowa State would go and win this whole damn tournament. With that, it's still fun. It's still the postseason. A lot to get amped up for. What's up, Luke? Have a good day, man. I am not concerned for Baylor. I'm just when I look at this game, I think Baylor is just a really interesting team. Like, how much do they want to be in Kansas City now? You know that they're thinking national championship. Not that a Big 12 championship doesn't matter to these teams. It absolutely does. We've had some of the greatest moments in Cyclone history here in Kansas City. You don't want to downplay that. It's foolish to do so, but how much weight is that program putting on this game? I don't know. There's the aspect of me that also thinks it's like if these guys are competitors, they just got punked by this team of, kind of the bad news bears type with Iowa State. Iowa State doesn't have the dogs to run with Baylor, but they do. Baylor doesn't like that pressure, right? So like, what's Baylor's mindset going into this one? Are they just kind of nonchalant or are they amped? Because I could see that. And if that's the case, Iowa State could be in real trouble today. That makes a really tough spot for the Cyclones. So I don't know. We'll find out here in about 20 minutes. Hope you guys are streaming from work. Josh is chiming in. Hey, Josh is watching on YouTube, and he asked if we're going to get another CEO sighting this morning. TJ Otzelberger said yesterday that everybody's going to play, like the Baylor game last week. So, yeah, I would anticipate the chief energy officer is on the floor here within the next hour. Looking forward to seeing that. That was a lot of fun. I also think it does make sense if, playing in this tournament right now with Iowa State's, I don't want to say lack of depth, but I do think it makes sense. And I think I know what TJ's doing here. There's the psychological aspect of this coaching move. But I also think keeping legs fresh for the NCAA tournament is really important. Because I'm a believer that I've seen enough Iowa State teams that make this run here in Kansas City, and then they really struggle to turn around the next week because it's such a physical tournament and it takes so much out of you. So I think there's an aspect of that where TJ wants to kind of keep a guy like Taman Lipsey on a bit of a pitch count. Some of these guys can play forever and it won't phase them. But a guy like Lipsey, a guy like Oshun, those guys definitely need their licks. Jackson, hey, Jackson is watching on YouTube, wants to know if there are a lot of Cyclone fans in Kansas City. Absolutely. I haven't been out in the arena yet, but just walking around downtown last night, there's Iowa State fans everywhere. Going to the women's games tomorrow. So most people are staying here for the weekend, win or lose today, I believe, for the Cyclones. A couple other developments. The Eddie Lampkin deal yesterday is concerning. Mark Adams situation, the Bill Self situation. So it's been a dramatic day here in Kansas City. Brett Yormark spoke yesterday, talked further on expansion, all that. It's really a fascinating time in this conference. And you kind of feel like conference is getting ready to head in a new direction. Not kind of, it is. When Texas and Oklahoma leave, and Yormark is right now planting the seeds and laying the foundation for whatever that's going to be. So it's going to be fascinating to watch that play out over the next 5 years or so. He's talking about Gonzaga openly yesterday. I have a lot of thoughts. I'll probably share them with premium subs here in the next 24 hours or so. But I'll be back doing this post-game. We'll be live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks to our great sponsors, Carl Chevrolet, Country Landscapes, Fairway, and, of course, our friends at Des Moines and Ames Eye Care. If you're watching from the office, if you're watching from wherever, enjoy. And this will be a fun day regardless. Hopefully Iowa State can pull out a win. Appreciate you guys, and have a fantastic day. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you guys post-game.